Hey everyone, it's Lucas from ContentFries, and today's episode will be a complete freestyle, but we will go and see our workflow we are currently, doing with some of the AI tools that we utilize for content creation in ContentFries, and also a couple new updates that we made to the current platform, to the 1.0, regarding some improvements and stuff. So let me just jump right into it and go and see what's happening behind the scenes. And what I would like to show you is content repurposing workflow we are testing. I think this workflow finally is something that's really saving not only a lot of time, but for me as a content creator is much more enjoyable, this kind of process, than some a repetitive kind of content repurposing where you do everything basically in cycles. And uh, I'm not that kind of person that likes to, repetitive and stuff like that. And this is something that excites me, that works flawlessly if you are a solopreneur or without an assistant, or if you have an assistant, or even if you have a team. So let me just jump right into it and show you and how this process works. Like, this is basically content, everything happens in ContentFries 2.0. That's important to mention. This is ContentFries 2.0 beta. It's not, you can stumble on some kind of minor issues. For example, some issue that is quite new is when you generate fries from your potato without specifying any kind of context, you can run into some unexpected behavior. The solution is very simple: just pick a context. I never recommended contextless pieces of content, so that's contexts are extremely important, especially in the future of ContentFries. Contexts will be crucial part of the application. So you just should make sure that you pick at least one context. And in 2.0 version, there is a lot of context. As you can see, there is maybe 20 or 30 or whatever. As you can see, there is a lot of them. And you will be able to skip those that you are not interested in, so they will not display on these places. But that's for the future update. For now, let me show you the kind of workflow with the AI features. So we will utilize the AI, and this is how it works. So we will cover only the workflow and skip all the other fluff. Okay, so this is potato. It's transcribed with ContentFries, and the first thing I did was that I opened the AI in the next tab next to this one, and then I just copied and paste everything to this tool, to this extract. Sorry, I mean this summary maker. They are no, generate fries one more time. To the generate fries feature, you just paste it and you hit generate, and this will generate all what the AI thinks and what the algorithm thinks are the most engaging pieces of content. And what I did is I switched to the highlight because I think this one is more clear, and I was just skimming through it. And when I found something interesting in that highlighted part, I head back to the trimmer like this, and then I separated something that's not something that's not interesting or engaging, with all the fluff that should be removed, and with the engaging part. So this line right here marks a new engaging part. What I also added, and you can do this as well, is when you are outsourcing the proofreading part to your assistant, to your colleague, you can add some kind of note here. So proofread from here, then you add a couple of slashes and it will make this horizontal line for you. So let me try it one more time to make it more clear. I'm just adding dashes, as you can see, and when I add third one, it will create this line. So you can use this to do this kind of stuff. And then I have this message from my assistant that this is, proofreaded and fixed and ready to go, basically. And then I just mark everything and click create new fry. But do this after you fix the transcription, after you proofread it. Okay, so then we have this next piece, then we have this next piece. As you can see, this one is something that I don't want to have in my fries as a content piece, and this is something that was turned into piece of content that is being distributed to social media. So this is also skipped. So it goes like piece of content, skip this part, piece of content, skip this part, and so on and so forth. Then we have this next content piece, and I think this basically is really simple workflow, and you can utilize the editor part, because what you will have in your final piece or content piece is basically what you select in the text, and once you click create new fry, only this text will make it to the final piece of content. And just to make some kind of best practices, and this is something that my assistant did not follow in this case, but I would keep notes and similar stuff above the line where the content piece is not located. Okay, just to make sure that everything that belongs to your piece of content is between those lines. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it works. And the next part that I did is that okay, and when you I told my assistant, when you fix all the transcription, when you proofread everything, just copy and paste that text and paste it into headline generator, and decrease the this thing to 20 characters or something around those lines, and hit submit. And this will generate a headline that you copy and paste into the name of the fry, and pick the one you like the most. So for example, he just copy this headline right here, and then he paste it into the headline here. And this I can show you, unless we have everything processed. When I go here, the headline will be automatically populated in your template. That means it will go here. But in this case, this video was already distributed and updated, but it would have this /AI generate color video headlines, that MP4. I can remove these, and basically I have immediately ready headline for my video without any needs to update my headline, because ContentFries locates headline in your video and replaces it with the video name, and this is basically the video name. Okay, so you can use the headline generator feature. You just paste the content piece transcription, the content piece text in it. You decrease the limit, because something longer than 20 characters will be too long for a video headline. Okay, and you just pick and choose the one you like the most, and you paste it into this. Okay, so now we have a couple of pieces of content in this example of 5, and we have also a couple of processed, so there are 3. So we have 8 pieces of content from last week episode of Content Fridays, and then I just pick template that we are currently using, this one, and pick all the context for this example. I will keep it simple. So let me just pick, Facebook, Instagram, maybe LinkedIn, and I can do the same here. And when you pick context in the upload window or during the upload process, it should remember your choice here. So that can save you a couple of clicks. Now I will just pick all templates for this. Okay. And when I hit generate, it will start generating these pieces of content for me. And I don't know why the third piece of content is missing. Maybe my assistant made some, labeling issue or mistake. And now when I go to Fries, it will take a couple of minutes to generate all those pieces of content. I'm unable to see in the 2.0 version that the trimming process started. So it will just, becomes visible here once it is processed. And then I have basically something like this. So let me go to this fry, and here it is now very simple to, if you want to fine tune it. And I have a secondary headline in this template, so chances are I need to rewrite this to something else, or maybe I can keep it simple and remove this secondary headline from the template and just keep the base, headline in the video. But what I also like to do is changing the subtitles, and I don't care actually to make some changes in the video, because it takes just basically seconds to fine tune it, and this is how I did it. So the first step is to change the secondary headline, and then I go to presets. And actually this week we released custom presets, so you can save your own subtitle presets. And for this video I use this custom orange, and I just decrease the font size because in this example I need to have something that's a little bit shorter. And then I go to the next step of the preset. Okay, and I choose keywords highlighter for this particular piece of content and for these contents, because I don't have multi-line subtitles and I just want to have my keywords highlighted. And I click generate with AI, and this will automatically, as you can see, recommend many keywords. So I don't have to highlight keywords manually. I just disable rotation randomizer. And when if you want to save a custom preset, you can do that in the second step. So you click save as custom template. This will not save keywords, but other than that, everything should be stored in a preset. And you just pick a name for it and hit submit, and that's all to it. If you want to use custom presets, if you are okay with global presets, you don't have to use custom presets. And now I will just apply the preset, and now I will have, let me go to the beginning. This is how it works. Actually not sure why the highlighter did not highlight all the keywords. Maybe there is some issue currently. Not sure it was working for me. Let me just try it one more time and see, and we will definitely fix this. Okay, maybe like this. And okay, the color is what I want. Disable this, and one more time, and we will see. It's not as user-friendly. No, basically what this let me show you in the last export file where it was, I think, as expected. because I think the keywords are not highlighted. No, they are, but let me go. Okay. So I was just playing unfortunate subtitles, or I don't know where no keywords were. But as you can see, all the keywords that the AI recommended are now highlighted. So uh, it seems that it works as expected. Just make sure to go to the editor to see if the highlight happened, so you don't mistakenly think, as I did a few moments back, that it did not work. As you can see, I have many sentences where no keyword has been detected. For example, I can maybe pick this user-friendly text and change its color to make it a keyword like this. So if you want to, customize and fine tune the highlights, you can always do that. And maybe I can also highlight this word co-founder, but this is completely optional. Okay, you don't have to do this. I think the AI does a really great job detecting all the, interesting keywords, and you can also customize the keywords list before you apply the preset, or before you apply the preset with keywords highlighter. Okay, so this is how it works. And when you are done, basically I just bulk export everything, or just export this context, and then I download it and schedule it with some kind of scheduler or whatever. So this is a workflow that we are currently now testing. Let me recap it in case you joined later than I started. So the first step is that we have a potato, which is basically a long form video. This one is Content Fridays last episode. And the first thing I do is that I copy the transcription and paste it into the ContentFries, AI tool, to generate all interesting ideas, all interesting pieces of content. And then I just skim through the recommendations and I pick those that I like, or even I, customize or fine tune everything. So as you can see, I just skim through this, and I'm reading. Okay, this one looks interesting, so I copy and find it in the actual transcription, and then I read and see, okay, this is great, but I would like to start it from this point. Okay, so I go to the text and go to the part where the fry should start, and I make a couple of spaces and add this horizontal line. You can add it with 3 dashes. It will appear automatically, and then I sent instructions to my assistant to fix all these parts of the transcription, and he will just take a look on it and fix everything. And then basically I just copy, highlight everything, click create new fry, and I choose template, I choose context. Basically this is very simple to do. This is still the same as before, but the important part is that you copy the transcription of the content piece and you paste it into headline generator, and instead of 50 characters, use 20, because otherwise it might be too long for a video headline. And I copy, or my assistant is basically doing this. He just copies something that he thinks is the most engaging headline, and paste it here, and then basically just choose templates, context, hit generate, and then we can go to fries. As soon as it is generated, as you can see in this case, we have all the fries now generated, and this is what I was referring to. This is the headline of the video. This is the AI generates killer video headlines that was created like this. That means copied the content piece, transcription, okay, paste it to video headline. Very simple. Now I go into it, and as you can see, the headline will be in the actual video headline right here. So what I do is just very simple fine-tuning. So I will just make this new line and maybe mark this part of text and make it with a different color, and rewrite the secondary headline into something like "Try it now." Okay, then we have subtitles where I go into preset, apply my custom preset. If I'm too fast for you, just rewind today's episode and you will see how this process works in depth. And now go here. I use keywords highlighter because, once again, my subtitles are one-liners, not multi-lines. In case of multi-lines, maybe the lines highlighter is better in some cases. Let me just generate the keywords list with an AI. And if I want, I can open editor and maybe, skim through it and add, I don't know, maybe additional, if I want, keyword like longer video. That's something I just saw in the transcription. And now let me just check everything. I don't want rotation randomizer in this case. And now just apply the preset. But I will skip this part because I messed something. So let me just really fast do it like this and now confirm. Okay, now I have my preset. Let me go to editor, and as you can see, the detected keywords are now highlighted in the transcription, and I can fine tune it and mark other keywords as well. And in the future, we are basically planning more ways to make this even simpler. So maybe this can be also highlighted. And this is completely optional. Maybe you don't want multicolor, subtitles. Completely up to you. You can keep it, save a minute or two and do it without any kind of preset. Just keep subtitles as you want. And also notice this, website here. I will also change the color of it to make it, consistent. And this has opacity, so maybe this is an interesting idea for you to add some kind of, branding watermark, or maybe you can also add the logo with the transparency into your video design and whatever. And also this video utilizes a video background. That means there is a video background looping in the video. And maybe when I remove this rectangle, that's basically just a black rectangle on top of the video headline, it will be more visible. So let me just now do it without the headline or without the overlay, and this is how it looks. I think what do you think? Well, just let me know in the comments. I think this video was generated super fast, easily. This workflow is really great. Even if you are working as a solopreneur without assistant, you can do everything with an AI assistant, or you can delegate some task to your assistant, or even delegate everything to your team. So one person can, find all the most engaging parts, most engaging pieces of content. Second person can fix the transcription. Third person can make the video layout or design. It depends on your how you work. And then I just export this context or bulk export everything, and that's basically it. Then you just download the output and you schedule it on social media with some kind of scheduler, or maybe directly on social media. That's completely up to you. And this is basically the process behind the content repurposing that we are currently doing while utilizing the generate fries feature, the headline generator. And the last thing I forgot to mention that is also very important is when you are actually publishing the content on social media, you need a caption for it, you need a text for this status, okay? And this also took me a lot of time to, figure something out and write something that's meaningful or maybe interesting or whatever. AI can also help you with this. And when you just copy the headline of the video and give it a couple of examples, go to generate post and give it examples of your prior posts. If you were not looking the last episode of Content Fridays, that's very simple. You just go to your Facebook, page or profile and you copy the text and you choose and set the examples to set the right context, to set the right tone of voice, and then you paste the headline here, hit generate, and this will create a LinkedIn optimized status up to 50 words with up to 3 hashtags and include call to action, try it now for free, and target audience is decision makers. You can customize this. As you can see, let me just read it out loud quickly in case you are listening to this episode of Content Fridays. This is one of pieces of content that, or pieces of caption that you can copy and paste on social media if you are scheduling your video. So this is it. Are you ready to level up your content strategy game? With ContentFries 2.0, you can now easily repurpose your content into various formats and maximize your reach. Try it now for free. And then I have 3 hashtags: ContentFries 2.0, content marketing, and social media marketing. I think AI did a great job with this status. I think this is really great. You can also customize settings. So in case I would like to optimize the post for Facebook and the audience is, content chefs, content creators, I can do that. Skip hashtags, generate up to 30. Maybe that's too short, but we will see. And now generate. And you can simple way to generate contextual posts for social media. Okay, and because this is so limited from the words perspective, I think it made a really great job. So attention content chefs and creators, maximize your content strategy with ContentFries 2.0, revamp all content with AI-powered repurposing tools, engage and grow your audience. Try it now for free. So this is a post optimized for Facebook. As you can see, it is adding me 2 emojis here, and that's basically because we are using emojis in our posts, and we use usually 1 to 3 unless it's an ad that is completely outsourced. So we are not writing our ads because we have to get rid of some of the stuff. This is how it works. As you can see, there is 5 emojis here, but I think this is also in a way that resonates or is similar to our tone of voice. You can always make changes, but this can recommend you a great draft that you can use and save a lot of time if you are not a copywriter, because this is something that was not easily outsourceable to my assistant, because he's not a great writer, or he's not a copywriter. He does not have the experience to write social media posts or social media captions, or come up with interesting headline ideas. And I'm very happy with the headlines that the AI is generating me, and also with the post. I'm doing really small minor changes. Sometimes I just remove some sentence, other times I just rewrite the last sentence or something like that. So super easy, really fast, and this is basically the workflow. Okay, so this is the generate post. So we are currently utilizing in our workflow, in this workflow I was showing you in this episode, the generate post, generate fries, and headline generator. Summary maker and extract key sentences is great when you need to get to the core of some, long article or message or something else. So we are not currently in our workflow utilizing these two tools, but maybe also the abstractive summary maker might be interesting if you are in some specific niche where you need to be, I quote, scientifically correct or something like that, where you just paste the transcription and it will do its best to summarize, the transcription, or maybe you can use it as a status on the post. And that's how it works. Okay, and my time is, ladies and gentlemen, almost up, but I have a really wonderful and super important guest in this episode of Content Fridays, and that's this folk right here. What's up, bro? I was just frying my hair, and you are, sound the alarm. Okay, so Anthony, this is Anthony Fry. So this is Mr. Fry. His first name is Anthony. Uh, I don't know why, but he just, maybe let me know in the comments what first name would you give this fancy companion. Anthony is super happy to assist you with all the AI stuff and all the exporting and everything. And if we have enough time in the future, I think we will go back to our content fries videos together to start recording something funny, something from content marketing space, to give you a couple of maybe content marketing, content repurposing, content automation tips and tricks. And I'm really looking forward to it, because with an AI, with a body like this, content creation is so much funnier and so much enjoyable. At least for me, I don't know about you, but for me definitely, where I don't have to think about stuff that I don't basically have to think about. And so thank you very much, Mr. Fry, to be such a great assistant, to be such a help, and I love you, bro. Okay. So that was our weird moment in here, and now he just needs to fry his hair to make it look fresh. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much, guys. My time is up now, so I have to finish today's episode of Content Fridays. We will keep utilizing and improving this workflow that I was showing you in this episode, and repurpose all the Content Fridays episodes into bite-sized pieces of content and distribute them on social media. So this is the game plan. We are currently only using ContentFries 2.0 beta. It doesn't mean that everything works flawlessly there. You can hit on some issue or bug or something. Just be sure you report in case you find anything weird or anything that's not behaving as expected. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much, and I will see you next week.